What's up with you? You look like you just had a seizure.
You gotta check this out, man. Scoot over. It is my pleasure to present to you a timeless masterpiece of oral perfection.
You just lost your computer privileges, mister. Now scoot over. I was expecting a lot more from you, my friend. Your knowledge of music is embarrassing and offensive. But don't you worry, all that's about to change.
What do you mean by that?
Don't you even worry about it. Just close your eyes and shut up.
All right, if you say so.
I know Kung Fu.
I mean, music theory.
Show me.
Okay, well, what do you want to know?
I don't know anything. Let's say modulation.
All right. Modulation is the process of changing tonal centers.
Show me.
There are two types of modulation, a chromatic modulation and common chord modulation.
Show me.
A common chord modulation shares a common chord, also known as a pivot chord, between the original and new key.
Show me.
We start in the key of E flat major. We then encounter a G major triad in first inversion, a chord that is not diatonic to E flat major. This chromatic chord is the 5/6 of C minor, the new key that we are modulating to. If we take a step back and analyze the previous chord, a D diminished triad, we see that it is diatonic in both E flat major as a diminished 7 and C minor as a diminished 2. This makes it a pivot chord and thus a common chord modulation. Let's have a listen to this example, shall we? In this example, we start in the key of G major. We again encounter a chromatic chord, a B dominant 7. This chord is the 5/7 of E minor, the new key. If we analyze the previous chord, a D dominant 7, we see that it is not diatonic in E minor, making this a chromatic modulation. Now let's have a listen to this example.
You have learned well, Grasshopper. Now it is time to go share with those less fortunate than us. Come, the hour is late and the light grows dim. Shh. Here's your chance. Go share your knowledge with that poor peasant girl.
But what if she doesn't want to learn about music theory?
Don't worry about it, Grasshopper. You know what to do.
Okay, here goes nothing. Hello, peasant girl. I've come to bestow upon you the gift of music theory.
Got any change?
No! But I do have an equally thrilling bit of information to share with you. Let me tell you about a little thing called modulation to closely related keys. Oh! For any given tonic, the closely related keys consist of the relative minor, the dominant and its relative minor, and the subdominant and its relative minor. This grouping of keys is known as the Baroque field of 6. My dear, are you all right?
I see dead people.
Marvelous! My work here is done. Now it is your turn to share the gift of music theory.
But there's so much knowledge. Where do I start?
How about this gentleman approaching us? Tell him more about modulation to closely related keys. Go get him, Tiger!
Ma'am, we can't have panhandling here. Gonna have to ask you to move on, please.
What if I told you that I had information that could change your life forever?
Okay, I'm listening.
Have you ever heard of modulation to closely related keys?
No?
Well, you better brace yourself, because this is gonna get good.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. Here we go. Let's look at Domini Deus, for example. I have a puzzle that perfectly illustrates this. With this key signature with 2 sharps, you can firmly say that you are in the key of D major. You can also validate that because the piece starts with a D major chord. So then what you want to do is look at your circle of fifths and find the Baroque field of sixths. Here's a tonic, D major, and the dominant and the subdominant and their relative minors. And that's your Baroque field of sixths. So then you look at the piece and you will run into some accidentals. And the most reoccurring accidental in this section is an A sharp.
Okay.
So then you have to ask yourself, well, where does the A sharp function in any of these close related keys? And the only place where the A sharp makes sense and is diatonic to any key would be B harmonic minor. Now let's listen to this modulation in action, shall we?
Okay.
This is madness! This is